Welcome to the Ramayan, stories of dharm and devotion. I'm Sandeep, your storyteller, guiding you through the timeless epic of Valmiki's Ramayan. In today's episode, we delve into the emotional and spiritually profound meeting between Bharat and Ram in the forest. This chapter explores Bharat's unwavering devotion, Ram's grace, and the bonds of love and dharm that define this epic tale.
After rejecting the throne and resolving to bring Ram back to Ayodhya, Bharat set out for Chitrakoot. He was accompanied by Shatrughan, the royal family, ministers, and a large retinue of citizens. Bharat's heart was weighed down by grief and determination. He vowed to restore justice and bring Ram back to Ayodhya, convinced that only his elder brother could lead the kingdom with wisdom and dharm. As the procession moved through dense forests and rugged terrain, Bharat noticed the solemn expressions of the people who accompanied him. The path ahead was long and challenging, but his resolve never wavered. On their way, Bharat's group arrived at the banks of the Ganga river, where they were met by Guha, the Nishad king. Guha had previously aided Ram, Sita, and Lakshman during their journey and was fiercely loyal to them. When Guha saw Bharat's royal procession, he became suspicious of Bharat's intentions. He feared that Bharat might have come to harm Ram or secure the throne for himself. As Bharat approached, Guha stood resolutely, his bow in hand. Bharat, noticing Guha's defensive stance, dismounted from his chariot and approached him with folded hands. "King Guha," Bharat said, "I have come not to harm Ram, but to seek his forgiveness and bring him back to Ayodhya. My heart bears no ill will." Guha studied Bharat carefully, searching for signs of deception. But Bharat's sincerity and grief were evident. Relenting, Guha lowered his bow and said, "Prince Bharat, forgive my caution. Ram, Sita, and Lakshman are dear to me, and I feared for their safety. Please tell me, what brings you here?" Bharat explained the events that had transpired in Ayodhya, his rejection of the throne, Dasharath's death, and his desire to bring Ram back. Guha, moved by Bharat's devotion, shared his own encounter with Ram. When Ram came here, Guha said, he was calm and resolute, accepting his exile without complaint. We shared a simple meal by the river bank, and he spoke of dharm and the trials that lay ahead. I offered him all my resources, but he humbly declined, saying his journey was one of simplicity and reflection. Watching him leave was one of the most painful moments of my life. Bharat's eyes filled with tears. "Your devotion mirrors my own, King Guha. My only wish is to see Ram return to Ayodhya, where he belongs." Guha offered his assistance, guiding Bharat and his retinue across the river and pointing them toward Chitrakoot. As Bharat approached Chitrakoot, Lakshman noticed the large procession from a distance. Alarmed, he rushed to Ram. "Brother," he said, "a vast group approaches our hermitage, bearing royal banners. Could Bharat have come to harm us?" Ram, ever calm, replied, "Lakshman, do not let suspicion cloud your heart. Bharat is our brother. He harbors no ill will toward us. Let us meet him with love and trust." As the procession moved through the dense forest, Ram noticed the uneven and treacherous path ahead. He paused and bowed his head in silent prayer. The goddess of the jungle, one Devi, appeared before him, her form radiant yet stern. "O Ram," one Devi said, "what do you ask of me?" Ram folded his hands in respect. "O Van Devi, clear this path of thorns and stones for my brother Bharat. Though he is strong and steadfast, his heart will ache knowing that Sita, his sister-in-law, has had to endure such hardships while walking through this forest." One Devi smiled, testing Ram's resolve. "Does your brother lack the strength to endure the trials of the jungle?" Ram's voice was firm yet gentle. "Bharat is as strong as a bolt of lightning. No obstacle can deter him. But he is my brother, and his heart is tender. It will pain him deeply to think of Sita walking through this rugged terrain. Please grant this small boon, not for his sake, but to spare his heart from further grief." Moved by Ram's words, one Devi waved her hand, and the path ahead became smooth and inviting. Ram, She said, "Your compassion knows no bounds. May your journey continue with the blessings of the forest." Bharat arrived at the hermitage and was overcome with emotion at the sight of Ram, clad in ascetic robes and sitting under a tree with Sita and Lakshman. Falling to his knees, Bharat wept openly. "Brother," he said, his voice choked with tears, "how can I face you after what has happened? Forgive me for the actions of my mother. I am here to beg you to return to Ayodhya and claim your rightful place." Ram gently lifted Bharat and embraced him. "Bharat, my dearest brother," he said, "do not burden yourself with guilt. What has happened is the will of destiny, and we must honor it. Our father's promise to Kaki was sacred, and it is my duty to uphold it." As the brothers sat together, Bharat hesitated, struggling to find the words for what he had to say next. Finally, he spoke, his voice trembling. "Brother, there's something you must know. Our father, our beloved father, is no more. He passed away, unable to bear the pain of your exile." Ram's expression changed, his calm demeanor giving way to profound sorrow. Tears filled his eyes as he bowed his head in grief. "Father," he murmured, "my heart aches to know that I was not by your side in your final moments. I could not fulfill my duty as a son, and this burden will remain with me forever." Sita and Lakshman, too, were overcome with emotion. Lakshman placed a comforting hand on Ram's shoulder. "Brother," he said, "do not blame yourself. Our father's love for you was boundless, and his soul will find peace knowing that you have upheld dharm." Ram composed himself and said, "Let us honor our father by continuing to live by his teachings. His life was a testament to dharm, and his legacy will guide us." Bharat pleaded once more for Ram to return to Ayodhya. "Brother, Ayodhya is incomplete without you. The people mourn your absence, and I cannot bear the thought of ruling in your place. Please, for the sake of our family and the kingdom, come back." But Ram remained resolute. "Bharat, my path is clear. Our father's promise must be honored, and my exile is a part of that promise. Ayodhya is fortunate to have you as its caretaker. Lead with wisdom and compassion, and know that my blessings are always with you." Bharat, though heartbroken, saw the strength of Ram's resolve. "If you will not return, brother, then grant me the honor of serving Ayodhya in your name. I will uphold dharm and protect the kingdom until the day you return." The meeting of Bharat and Ram in the forest is a poignant reminder of the strength of familial bonds and sacrifices that come with upholding dharm. Bharat's devotion and Ram's unwavering resolve showcase the values that define the Ramayan.
In our next episode, we will delve into Bharat's return to Ayodhya and his vow to rule as a caretaker, awaiting Ram's eventual return. Join us as we continue this epic saga of love, sacrifice, and devotion. Thank you for listening to the Ramayan stories of dharm and devotion. Please share this podcast with friends and family to keep these timeless tales alive. While we may not know exactly what happened, this eternal story of the Ramayan serves as a guide for how we conduct ourselves in our day-to-day lives. Until next time, may the light of dharm guide your path.